I need the police here right now. He is violating the HOA rules. He has no right to be on this property. This is my neighborhood, not yours. Send everyone immediately. Fix this pump right now.
I need the right parts to make it work.
Every morning on my ranch starts the same way, with a walk to the main water control station. The private well and pipeline system are my responsibility, and after years of maintaining it, I know every valve by heart. That morning, I shut off my private water system for scheduled maintenance. It was only supposed to last one day, and every property connected to my line had already been notified weeks earlier. A few miles away, the neighboring subdivision suddenly noticed their sprinklers had stopped working. Within minutes, confused homeowners began wondering why the water pressure had completely disappeared. The HOA president didn't bother checking the maintenance notices. Instead, she immediately blamed me, convinced I had intentionally cut off the neighborhood's water. Less than 30 minutes later, 2 police officers arrived at my ranch. I welcomed them politely, already guessing why they were there. I showed the officers the maintenance permits, property records, and written notices that had been sent to every affected homeowner. Their expressions quickly shifted from concern to understanding. Karen rushed to the ranch, expecting the police to arrest me. Instead, she found officers calmly reviewing official documents that clearly supported my side. One officer explained that my private water system was legally owned and maintained by my ranch. If anyone had concerns, they needed to follow the proper legal process, not misuse emergency services. The police requested assistance from the county water department to verify exactly where the neighborhood's water originated. Within minutes, engineers arrived with official utility records. The maps confirmed what I had explained from the beginning. The subdivision's emergency irrigation supply was connected to my privately maintained ranch pipeline. Karen insisted the neighborhood was entitled to unlimited access. The county engineer calmly reminded her that private infrastructure remains under the owner's control unless legal agreements say otherwise. Many homeowners had never realized their landscaping system relied on a privately owned pipeline. They began asking questions instead of following Karen's accusations. I handed over copies of every maintenance notice I had sent weeks before. Each document showed the exact shutdown date and expected restoration time. When other HOA board members arrived, they immediately started reviewing the records themselves. The atmosphere shifted from confrontation to accountability. The responding officer asked Karen why she reported an emergency without first verifying facts. She struggled to explain why she skipped every available source of information. After the maintenance work was completed, I slowly reopened the system. Pressure returned exactly as the engineers predicted, proving the shutdown had been temporary all along. Within minutes, water service returned to every connected property. The neighborhood quickly settled down, but Karen's reputation had already taken a serious hit. Before leaving, county officials informed Karen that filing a false emergency complaint could lead to additional administrative consequences. For the first time that day, she had no response. A few days later, the county reviewed the unnecessary emergency response. Every report pointed to the same conclusion. The shutdown had been scheduled, documented, and completely legal. The HOA board held a special meeting to discuss what had happened. Many members admitted they had never seen the maintenance notices Karen ignored. Several neighbors approached me afterward. They apologized for believing the accusations before hearing both sides of the story. The board reminded Karen that HOA leaders are expected to verify facts before making serious accusations. Good leadership begins with responsibility. Life on the ranch quickly returned to normal. The repaired water system was running perfectly, and my daily routine continued without interruption. Over time, many homeowners stopped by just to introduce themselves. What began as misunderstanding slowly turned into mutual respect. To avoid future confusion, the county added better documentation and clear identification around the private water connection. Everyone agreed transparency would help prevent similar disputes. Karen finally realized that reacting before checking the facts had created unnecessary conflict. Sometimes the hardest lesson is learning to slow down and listen. The neighborhood stayed peaceful for the rest of the season. The experience reminded everyone that communication solves problems far better than assumptions. One day without water became a lesson the entire community would never forget. respecting property rights, verifying facts, and working together proved far more effective than rushing to conclusions. If you enjoyed this HOA story, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more dramatic HOA stories every week, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Now tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? We'd love to hear your city, state, or country.